Hello, everybody. Today I'm here showcasing Goomba Tower, which I'm sure a lot of people would like to see. I know it's kind of a meme that some people who don't even care about Dr. Mario World have talked about and have kind of given some more interest in the game. I still want to get Lakitu and Nabbit, but I was really happy that I got Dr. Goomba Tower at least. And I'm sure some of you will be as well. And while the skill is the same as Toad's, so it's not necessarily a skill showcase and more just kind of like the character itself. His skill actually did come in handy in a few of these, which was surprising to me. Although it is basically random chance, so I guess what I'm trying to say is don't use Goomba Tower, because most of the time he's probably not going to be helpful, especially compared to Wario. And in all these levels, Wendy would be really helpful. There's so many crates, blocks, that would be easily cleared by Wendy. So for this one, again, Wendy would have been so useful because you get 2 skills right away. So she would clear out so many of those blocks just by getting those 2 skills. This level is really easy in my opinion. Again, use Wendy if you got her. If you do have Wendy, it'll basically come down to clearing out the viruses. And even the flasks, I think, only put out bombs. So everything is in your favor to help you out. This level is kind of just a fun detour compared to some of the other ones. Although this set of levels, I'd say, is pretty easy. I don't know, especially compared to the last one, I found them to be, the last set of levels, I found these to be fairly easy. And I really don't have much to say about this one. Once I had everything cleared, I just started working towards the blocks. But I'm just so excited. I wanted to talk about the new Paper Mario that was announced today. I don't know if any of you actually care about Nintendo games, but I have a Switch. And I've always liked Paper Mario, but I never had a console. I guess I had the Wii, but I never played the Wii game. But I'm really excited for the Origami King that's coming out in July, which I'm also really happy that games are still coming out. Since everything that's happening, the new games are still able to come out. And I just wanted to take the time here to talk about it, especially because, like I said, I thought this level was pretty easy. And I'm curious if anybody else is interested in that new game coming out. I know Paper Mario seems kind of childish, but I don't know, it has some charm to it, I think. So yeah, I guess I'll get back into the game now. Again, any character will probably be just fine for this level. Dr. Goomba Tower, I'm sure hit some of those blocks sometimes, cleared out some of the viruses, but wasn't all that helpful. But again, he can be helpful, and I don't think this is a stage where he actually did basically win the level for me. But I think he helped out a few times in this one. So basically you want to clear out the bottom first, because there's so many coins locked up, you got to get to those coins at the bottom first. So you get access to more coins as you go, so try and get rid of those exploders as quickly as possible. If you're not I would suggest getting some double capsules to put at the bottom, and if you're not getting them, then just start stacking up towards the top and try to get some single capsules down there. I think every time it'll be red and yellow, the viruses that show up. So I would suggest trying to save up your red and yellow ones to put down there. I also should have dragged that blue one over there, it would have saved me some capsules. But once you get rid of those coins, the top starts opening up. And when I get Dr. Goomba Tower's skill, he actually clears out that yellow crate in the middle there, which did allow me to do a little bit more than a normal character would. So he did come in handy sometimes, although I would always suggest Wario. Wendy wouldn't really help out on this one, but maybe Dr. Bowser would be good, because there are a lot of 2-row sections that would be really useful to have Bowser to clear out sometimes. a lot can be stacked up there. But make sure if you do use Bowser that you have a lot of the coins unlocked before you use them. Otherwise, he's not going to clear out the coins for you, and it'll be kind of a waste to use them, really. Because the viruses are going to help you clear out the coins, and if he only gets rid of the viruses, then you just have to take care of the coins by yourself. So once you get rid of all the locked up coins there, then you can start working on the top here. And if you see on the right side, all the coins are lined up really well to take care of them all at once. But on the left side, that coin there is right in the middle of everything. So I can't really do anything with it. I can get rid of that lock there, and then I would have to start making a tower. But I'm pretty sure Goomba Tower actually takes care of it for me. So I didn't have to worry about it. But otherwise I would have started stacking up the capsules to get rid of it. So make sure that doesn't happen in your case, because you probably won't be using Dr. Goomba Tower or someone that will take care of that for you. So be careful about that. I kind of got lucky having Dr. Goomba Tower in that case. And he actually, I'm pretty sure, gave me 3 stars because he cleared out that block underneath the key. So while he wasn't entirely useful to the majority of the level, towards the end he did actually save his reputation and help me get the 3 stars. So again, he can be useful in times, it's just a random chance that he actually will be. So I would never suggest actually using a random chance character like that. Some characters you have a bit more control over, he will literally hit any spot whatsoever. So not always the best case. This level is not good for him whatsoever. I played this one at least like 7 times, I'd say. Probably more than that. But you need to get down to the bottom right away, because that was often where my mistakes were made, was that those barrels weren't broken until the very end, and then I had to work on specifically the barrels. And if you do bring in someone like Wendy, she's not going to do anything unless the barrels are open first. So make sure to get rid of them before you do anything. Maybe someone like Dr. Donkey Kong, or again Bowser. They would be helpful because they can clear out specific areas. Especially Dr. Dry Bowser would get rid of the barrels entirely, and I'm pretty sure, or actually I'm not sure, does it get rid of all the coins? I don't think it does. I think it would just get rid of the barrels. But either way, that's a few hits that you would have to use with other things. I'd also suggest not hitting the bubblers at all, and actually clearing out the things underneath the bubble ones at the top, so that they fall down to the blocks underneath, and you can take up less capsules by using the bubble ones already. Like, those take care of 2 yellow spots. Putting one on top takes care of all 4 of those blocks and is very helpful. That's usually what my strategy would come down to, was just getting those bubble ones towards the bottom so I could use them and clearing them out. Of course, having all those yellows kind of makes it difficult when you only have like reds and blues. But the flash sometimes makes some other caps or some other viruses too. Like that red one there actually kind of helped me out because I only have to use 1 less red. And yeah, now I only have those 3 blocks on the side there. Dr. Goomba never really cleared out all that much for me, although I'm sure he did do a couple of them that I just didn't notice. But yeah, he really isn't that helpful. Again, I would say use Wendy. Just make sure if you get her skill before you have any of the barrels broken, then wait around a little bit, because her skill isn't going to do much. You might as well wait for the barrels to be broken. But don't use Goomba Tower. I only did it for the video's sake, and I was able to clear all these levels with Goomba Tower, but I would never suggest doing so. Now, when going into this next level, I literally thought to myself, I really hope there aren't any electric boxes in here. And once you know, there are, it's mostly based around the electric boxes. But Goomba Tower again got lucky and helped me out, and you'll see that take place here. Now, I wouldn't suggest using him, although the way that he did it, It may be helpful to use Daisy in this one, and I'll talk about it a bit more just so you can see and put it into some context. But there's a key at the bottom there, that red key, and Dr. Goomba take care of that for me. So I was digging into the electric boxes at the bottom, and it took care of the red key. So maybe it would be good to use Daisy, and even like use one of the assistants that gives you your skill right away, and then you can just get rid of that key immediately, which makes it a lot easier to both clear out the electric boxes and the viruses themselves. But the flasks also make shells. I'm pretty sure exclusively shells. Maybe it makes some viruses too. But at least this time it made those shells there, which aren't all that helpful really. Sometimes they line up with what you need, but also they can just get in the way. So also I guess the main point I wanted to get with that was that don't worry about placing viruses or placing capsules anywhere, because the shells won't really take away all that much. They kind of just are there, and if they do help you out, then that's great. So just place the capsules as you need to. Don't worry about trying to only place them so that you don't get the flasks to load up, because I guess it does make exploders too, as you just saw there. So yeah, it's mostly helpful, but yeah, the main thing is getting to those keys as soon as you can. Of course, by clearing out those electric boxes near them. And always with the electric box, make sure that they're in your favor, that they are on the right sequence when you take them out. And once you get rid of all of the keys and everything like that, or I guess the locks, they're locks, then it just comes down to getting the viruses in the boxes. And I don't know, there isn't much of a strategy to that. Again, it's just making sure the boxes are on the right side, and maybe even placing some extra capsules you don't need down to try and get a shell or an exploder, because that's what I did. Those two red ones there are not ideal because there's nothing underneath to put in between them. But look, a yellow one showed up right there, and I don't really need, I have that one yellow virus left, but after that all I need to do is get rid of that. So after that, I just have those electric boxes at the bottom, which I can get rid of as soon as I place an extra capsule down. I try Goomba Tower one more time and he gets rid of some shells, maybe some more points for me. But yeah, that was it. And maybe Goomba Tower actually is a good character for this, but I would suggest Daisy moreover than him, because it's a random chance whether you actually get the lock or not. And I wouldn't want to leave it up to random chance, really. I don't think Bowser would be good for that one. Wendy wouldn't either. Wario, of course, would be good. But yeah, we're getting into this last level here. We get a nice little heart. And the beginning of the level is really just to put all the viruses in the heart, which they could have done right away, but it's just a nice little sequence. They're always going to give you the double red, so once you get that, you just want to start clearing out the middle as soon as you can. And once again, Dr. Goomba Tower just happened to be helpful for me. The main strategy here is in each of the corners there's 2 exploders, and all you're trying to do is get to those exploders as quickly as possible so that they can clear out the coins for you. You will have to do some work on your own to get rid of the coins as well, because it won't clear all of the coins. But it does clear out most of the blocks around the coins at least. It does take like 2 hits out of each of them. So it is helpful, and like I said, Dr. Goomba Tower showed them to me at the very least, because sometimes it might be hard to find where they are. But either way, with Dr. Goomba Tower, he at least takes the block away for you, so that it takes 1 less hit to get to them. And then, yeah, you just want to take care of them right away. Dr. Goomba Tower could have been a little bit more lucky and given me a few more hits with the exploders. Because if he did hit that yellow one, that blue one, that would have took a lot less work to actually get down to them. But either way, he was helpful, I can't lie. he did most of the work for me here. Although there was some strategies that I did that I'll talk about a little bit later that I'm proud of, and I think that it worked out well. But the thing is with Goomba Tower is, like that one block up top all by itself, it's hard to figure out if you want to clear it yourself, because it might clear it for you randomly, but you never know, and I just did it anyways. And I'm kind of curious if it actually ever did hit that spot, or if it was good for me to go for that right away. And maybe it wasn't good to use the double yellow on it, but I don't know, I just had the idea for it right then, so I went for it there. That one did not hit that spot. And here I did not even clear out those 2 red ones. And I think it's mostly because I didn't need to. That yellow one actually did come in handy, and I used that to get rid of that one side. And then I just had to clear out the top there. There was an extra virus that I didn't actually see right away, but it didn't take too much work to get rid of. And then I just had that final corner, and then I just have to hit it one extra time. So yeah, Goomba Tower never actually hit the spot that I cleared out earlier, so it was a good idea to go for it instead of waiting to see if it would happen itself. But yeah, I already have 3 stars, I have plenty of capsules, so yeah, I don't think you'd have a problem 3-starring it either, just because there's so much on screen and you get it so quickly. But yeah, maybe you just had trouble beating it. So there's the level there. That's it. The next level, I guess I'll just go back to Wario. I'm not sure what my thumbnail will be. It definitely won't be as interesting as it would be if Lakitu or Nabbit was in it. But yeah, I'll try to get like one more character next time and see if I can get him, and maybe start a showcase a little bit later. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye.